Hey guys, I know it has been a minute since I uploaded. I went to camp, and then last week I just totally forgot to film, and then it was Thursday, and I saw it was Thursday, and I was like, whoops, I was supposed to upload today, and I just didn't, and I'm sorry. But I am back, and today I just wanted to have a little sit-down, chit-chatty video with you. There's a lot of things and changes going on in my life right now, and I would really like to share them with you because I'm really excited about them, and I just want to give you a little bit of a life update because we don't do that super often here. As you can see, my hair is different, it is dyed, and it is colorful. When I went back to my hometown, I let my best friend, who is incredible at dyeing hair, have creative freedom on my head. I didn't even know what it looked like until it was done, but I will say, I'm looking at it in the viewfinder, I am in love with it. It's gorgeous, and I feel like it fits my personality really well, and I'm really happy about it. So that's the first thing that's different. I also just uploaded a video recently. If you haven't seen it, it's called Healthy Habits That Changed My Life, and I have been working really hard on forming habits and routines and things that I am sticking with. So things like basic hygiene, which I've had a problem with in the past due to my mental illness, but like also forming habits of doing things that I enjoy a lot more. And I have found that it has really helped improve my life and improve my outlook on things. Like when I don't do my morning routine or my night routine now, I feel pretty distraught, and I always feel a lot better when I do the routine. A lot of you guys know that I have a borderline personality disorder, and that is something that I struggle with on a daily basis. And one of the things I have been working on is thinking more rationally and not overreacting to situations before I can fully understand them. And that's a hard task for me to do, considering my brain immediately jumps to black and white, one or the other. But with my own help, with my therapist's help, with my boyfriend's help, I have been able to take a step back and look at situations, and while I might not be able to do it in the moment when it's happening, afterwards I'm able to look back and be like, oh, I was wrong here, or oh, I overreacted, and this is the way I should be thinking about things. And that has also been extremely helpful on my mood and life in general, and I will definitely say I'm pretty proud of myself for working on that, because I hated that about myself for such a long time, but I was so scared to admit it to anybody, and now that I can admit it and own up to it, I can work on changing it. Also, a fair warning, you might want to skip a few minutes ahead. I'm going to be talking about my eating disorder for a few minutes, so if you're uncomfortable with that, feel free to skip to the next thing that I'm talking about. I haven't talked about this a ton on my channel, but some of you may know that I struggle with binge eating disorder, and I have since I was a child. That is one of the main issues I've had with weight gain, and then on top of that being depressed and overeating because of that, and then having an increased appetite due to being on testosterone. So from the time I was like 15 to 16, I gained like 100 pounds, and I am considered medically in the morbidly obese category, and that's mainly due to my lack of exercise and also binge eating. I was eating around 5,000 to 10,000 calories a day, which is absolutely ridiculous, and I really don't think there's anybody on the planet who should eat that much. But recently I have been working to avoid binging, and by doing that I have been using the MyFitnessPal app to track my food and my calories. For my age and height, my recommended calorie intake is 1,500 calories a day, so I have been staying in that range. And it hasn't been super long that I've been doing this, probably just a few days, but I've already lost a little bit of weight, which I feel really good about, and I have actually been able to stick with it, which is not something I've ever been able to do before, even for just a day. So that's something that I'm also really proud of myself for. And in addition to monitoring what I'm eating more, I have started to exercise more. So the two things that I have been doing mainly are going on a lot more walks, and one of the things that I got to help out with that is this like knockoff Fitbit. I got it off of Amazon. It was like $30, but it tracks all of your steps, it can track your sleep, it can track your heart rate, it connects to an app on your phone so you can see how many calories you've burned in a day, how far you've walked, and it really helps as a motivational piece to get up and be more active. active. And in addition to walking, I have also been dancing. Not any specific routines or dancing all fancy, I literally just mean jumping around and being silly in my apartment with some really upbeat music. I tell you what, I look absolutely ridiculous when I do it, but it is so fun, and it is a great way to exercise without really feeling like you're exercising, which is the main thing I have a problem with. Traditional exercise, I can't do it. I can't stick with it. But things like walking and dancing, I feel like I definitely can do. So I'm sure I will keep you guys updated on the journey of the binge eating disorder recovery and the weight loss, because if I can get to a healthier weight, I'm sure that would do wonders for my both mental and physical health. And I will also keep you updated on my exercise. Another thing I've picked up is journaling, and when I first started doing it, it felt really weird and it was just difficult to do. I wasn't exactly sure what to write about, but as I forced myself to write a little bit every few days, it started to get so much more natural, and literally within the progression of the last few weeks, I've gone from only writing a small paragraph, like 5 or 6 sentences, to writing like 3 pages in my journal when I write. And I think I finally found a method and way that works for me, where I'm not forcing myself to journal every single day, but I'm journaling only as I feel inspired to journal, and when I feel like I need it to help process some emotions or thoughts. And that's been really helping, especially when my boyfriend's at work and I don't have any friends out in this area yet, so I don't have anybody to talk to, so I can just process it in with myself through my journal. Another cool thing that has sparked my interest recently is learning more about Wicca and the Wiccan religion. I've always connected with some parts of Wicca, and I feel like it is something that I could be very interested in, but I am pretty uneducated on it, so I have been watching a lot of Wiccan YouTubers. I've been doing a lot of research on my own, and I also ordered my first tarot deck, which should be here in a few weeks, and I'm just going to learn and try and practice on it. And I want to learn more about Wicca because I feel like I am a pretty spiritual person, not as much religious, but very spiritual, and I feel like the thing that I connect most with is the Wiccan ideals as far as what I know. So I'm researching it more, I'm looking into it more. I might make more videos on it once I'm more familiar with it and tell you a little bit about my experience learning about it. So if you would like to see that, be sure to let me know on my Twitter or something. That would be really cool. I think I would enjoy making some videos about my experience learning about Wicca. And to wrap things up, overall, I am just trying to be a better and happier person and to have a more positive outlook on things. My mental illness causes me to be a pessimist a lot, and I would really love to be an optimist. And I think working with all of these things combined is something that is really helping me. I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to feel actual happy and good emotions on a regular basis, which is not something that I've had before. And I don't know, I just felt like I wanted to share some of these things with you guys because you might not know about them in my life if you don't follow me on my other socials and things like that. And I'm just pretty proud of myself for how far I've come, especially in the last few months. That's about all I wanted to chat with today. If you watched until now, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are also doing as well as I am right now. I really hope you are. Be sure to drink some water, take care of yourself. You can subscribe if you want to see more content, sometimes like this, sometimes completely different. It really just depends on what I'm in the mood to post. And you can follow me on Twitter and Snapchat and all the other socials, which are linked in the description. I love you guys a whole lot, and I will see you soon. Bye.